The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Absolutely. We're talking about, what, $7.5 trillion in stimulus, whether it's the central bank or the government, 35% of the GDP. Let's see how that works.
Here's the problem. In South Carolina, you're getting $23 an hour to be unemployed. A lot of these businesses pay $15 and $16 an hour to their employees.
It's incredible what's going on. Unbelievable. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. I know a lot of folks are starting to get checks in the mail. Part of the stimulus. Every American's supposed to get a check. And that's good, and I'm happy. I am. I'm happy for that. But you're going to pay for that. That is not free money. Your kids and your grandchildren are going to pay for that. You really think the government is just going to send you a check for $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000? And it doesn't affect you? You think that's free money? When government sits there with corporations try to screw you with your pensions, try to screw you with your 401ks, everything government does is to try to screw you. Same thing with Wall Street. You think government or Wall Street or any of it are there to help? Look, I am glad. I mean, people are getting that money. I'm glad. But we should have never come to that point. We should never reach that point. Bailouts don't solve problems, whether it's individuals or banks or corporations. Bailouts don't solve any problems. Haven't we learned that since 2008? They just delay the problem. Delay it. That's all they do. Delay the day of reckoning, if you want to call it that. Eventually it will hit you until you bail them out again. You keep bailing them out. It's nuts. This bailout doesn't help individuals. This bailout, in the long run, doesn't help corporations. It doesn't help the country, I'll tell you that. Bailouts just don't work. They never work. Never have. Whether it involves your kids, whether home buyers, GM, automakers, they just don't work. The hard truth is most individuals, most corporations needing a bailout, whether it's in 2008 or again in 2020, precipitated their predicament that they're now in with overspending, poor management, greed, negligence. Think about it. Why are we rewarding again these same large corporations? Why do we do that? Why do we do bailouts? It's kind of like paying your kid's speeding ticket, right? He gets his license, takes dad's car, gets a speeding ticket. But we're going to pay the speeding ticket for the kid. Now, why should the kid ever slow down again? He doesn't have to suffer any consequences. It's the same thing when you bail out GM or bail out the banks or bail out any company. There's no consequence for them to be good managers. Why be a good manager? You don't need to be. Right now, after 2008, think about it. After 2008, you did not need to be a good manager to get your stock from $10 up to $210. All you had to do is get the Federal Reserve to print money, give it to you for nothing, buy your own stock back. You didn't have to be innovative. You didn't have to cut overhead. You didn't have to come up with great ideas. I mean, this is crazy. The hard truth is most individuals and companies needing these bailouts, they cause their own problem. And now we reward them. And we keep rewarding them. Then they're going to bail out again. Just like I said, there's no consequence for them. There's no consequence. Take the home mortgage bailout we had. most of them, after they defaulted, they go ahead and you go and they help somebody with a default, and you want to help them. I mean, we're compassionate people. We want to help people. So a lot of people who get mortgage modifications because they're in trouble, they go right back in default. In fact, after 3 months, 36% of the borrowers who received a restructured mortgage defaulted again. Then the rate of default will jump to about 53% after 6 months. Then to 72% after 8 months. Now, what happens? Is there any consequence for the bank? No, none at all. No consequence for the bank. It's not like they're sitting there and they go, oh my God, we lost this money with these loans. We got bad loans. How are we going to loan? We better stay overnight and figure this out. We see, got all these bad loans here. We only have so much cash here. It sucked up most of our cash. We can't loan. Gee, how's our bank going to make any? No! They're not going to sit there and say, gee, how's our bank going to make money? We got all these bad loans. Oh my God. Let's call the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve comes in. And who's the Federal Reserve? It's a private banking syndicate. It's a cartel. The richest people in the country, in the world, own this banking cartel. They make a fortune. Hey, think about it. They set interest rates, right? And the people also know when they're going to bail out a company, they know when it's going to be bailed out. They get their stock early, they make a fortune. But think about this. The Federal Reserve comes in and buys up all the garbage, non-performing loans and put them on their balance sheet. And you think, oh, that's okay. What's it got to do with me? It got anything to do. It has everything to do with you. Because, again, they're stealing power of your dollar. Every time they bail somebody out, it's like a guy coming in the middle of the night with a mask and gun and stealing your wallet. But at least I have respect for him. He's taking a risk coming to my house with a mask and a gun. But these guys don't take any risk stealing the power of our dollar. Now, that'd be okay if our wages kept going up twice as much, but our wages never go up. They're stagnant. They've been stagnant, think about it, for 30 years. They've been stagnant for 30 years when you adjust for inflation. See, the way it works, bailouts reinforce bad behavior. I don't care if it's your child with a speeding ticket. I don't care if it's a large bank. It's a fact. Bailouts reinforce the person's bad behavior. Lending to people who repeatedly redefault. It's like an addictive cycle, a codependent relationship. It's nuts. It's crazy. It doesn't help anybody. It's like General Motors, GM, remember? That was a politically contaminated bailout. And all bailouts are politically contaminated. That's why they bail them out. It's all politics. GM was a big one. They failed. Now remember what they told us. This was going to be the biggest crisis ever. If we fail, we got to bail it out. It's going to lead to a bloodbath. We're going to lose jobs all over this nation. Business failures all over the country. We got to bail them out. But think about it. The job losses were only going to come anyways. And here we did. We ended up paying these people to build cars that consumers didn't want. They didn't really want them. It's unbelievable. Think about GM. We were told it was going to go down. That was a total lie. Only parts of GM were going to go down, not all of GM. Obama lied to us because it was political. He wanted to be seen as the savior. He didn't do anything good for GM or the workers. They're going to file, believe me, they're going to file bankruptcy again. If you keep on bailing people out who fail, it just never comes out well. This is nuts. Because it's not our money they're bailing. It's our money they're bailing out with, not theirs.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market? He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart, color-coded chart, tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow. But we were right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative. He's just a grumpy old man. And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. Every day, we tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, philsgang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded chart. See you on the charts.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Will small business owners be expecting to see in the future much larger deficits, higher interest rates, higher inflation?
The threat of inflation is nil.
About the government here, I mean, the balance sheet's going to look disastrous. Look at the deficit, right? It could be like 50% of GDP this year. So I wonder, when this is said and done, what's the dollar look like? Do we actually start to see inflation again, Stephanie? Because that's probably going to be a real problem, from my vantage point.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a liar. I hate to say that about somebody. You can call him dishonest. You try to be nice, but he's a liar. I can't do that. I'm sorry. He's a liar. And he's going to hurt us again. Remember, he used to say king dollar, king dollar, king dollar, king dollar. It's all about the king dollar. What happened with that? He's crushing the dollar. There's not going to be anything left to dollar. When your wife sends you out for a gallon of milk, you're going to have to probably bring about $500 with you to buy the milk. They say with bailouts, listen to what they're saying here. Listen to this garbage.
The headlines blare that they're buying junk. That's not true.
That's all they buy is junk. The only thing, when they go and they buy the bonds that back credit cards, so that the credit card company's going to have more cash, they buy the bonds. What do you think they're buying? They're buying garbage. When they go when they go to help the credit card companies, they only buy their garbage, their non-performing assets. That's what they buy. Anytime these bonds are backing automobiles or anything else, and the Federal Reserve goes in and they need cash, they buy all their garbage. All their garbage. How it works. But go back to GM. Go back to GM. It wasn't just GM that was getting bailed out. Remember, it was all political. And we gained nothing from it. And mark my words, today's date, April 15th, 2020, you're going to see GM go into bankruptcy again. But the banks, just think about the banks. The banks were bailed out because of politics, driven by politics. Too big to fail. Too big to fail. That was the whole deal. Banks too big to fail, too big to fail. You know something right now? They're bigger than ever. They're bigger than ever. That's true. Too big to fail. They're bigger than ever. After their bailout, they became bigger than ever. And they're still insolvent. What do I mean? The trillions and trillions of dollars of derivatives that were on their balance sheet, where'd they go? Where'd they go? The Federal Reserve gets the printing machine out, prints it, goes buys all their trillions and trillions of derivatives, put them on their balance sheet, put them in the corner so nobody sees them. They steal our buying power again. They steal our buying power. See, people don't understand this, is what's going on. See, all these bailouts, all they're looking for right now, and I don't blame you, you're looking for your check in the mail. Some people are going to get 1,000, some people are going to get 2, some 3, some 4, and that's terrific. But please believe me, you're not going to get it for nothing. You're going to be paying for that the rest of your life. Taxes are going to go up. If not income taxes, insurance is going to go up. Everything goes up. And that's a tax. You don't get that money for nothing. Who's going to pay for it? You think it's free? We pay for it with higher prices. So these banks right now are going to be bailed out again. Remember, it's only 4 weeks ago, the banks didn't even have enough money at night to lend to each other. The Fed had to print money, come in and give it to them. This thing about we gotta save these banks. Remember 2008? We gotta save these banks. What? I didn't get that at all. We've had banking goes all the way back, lending money to biblical times, for God's sakes. You mean we let 5 banks go down the tubes No longer would there be lending. I mean, that's gone. No more. We can't lend money to anybody. We got to save these 5 banks, or lending was over forever. We're going to have to start trading beads with each other, or chicken bones, or whatever. And by the way, this too big to fail in 2008. It didn't just happen in 2008. I was talking about it in 1983, that the banks were going to fail. And I've been talking about it since 2008. They're still going to fail because we never fixed the problem with the banks. We propped the banks up by going in with the Federal Reserve and buying all their crap, putting it on the balance sheet. And who's responsible for that? You and me. That's why you can't find a good job. That's why you only can find part-time jobs. That's why you can't get a full-time job. That's why when you hear we had the big job numbers before this crash, the big job numbers, right? So what if we had 185,000, 225,000 jobs? Remember, 80% of them, 78 to 80%, were part-time, and they're all low-paying jobs, $28,000, $30,000 a year or less. Why? Because of the bailouts. You pay one way or the other. When you get your check tonight of $2,000 or $1,000 or $5,000, whatever you get, you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay for that. We've been paying for it for 8 years. That's why we're going broke again. That's why we're in this mess. This has nothing to do. You know, these headlines drive me nuts. Today I saw a headline. Coronavirus devastates the U.S. economy and sickens thousands. What? Are you nuts? It should read this way. Thousands should be sickened over the fake narrative that the virus devastated the economy because it had anything to do with it. The virus had nothing to do with the devastation of the economy. The devastation of the economy has to do with the heavy debt accumulation since 2008 to 2020. All we've been doing is printing money in our debt. Are you kidding me? You know, bailouts are nothing new. And you go all the way back to the kings, the ancient Babylonian kings. They used to have what they called debt jubilees. That's right. They would wipe out every individual's debt and let them start all over again. It's not new. It's not new, but it's not free. It's not free. And this all can have been avoided if they got rid of the payroll tax. If they got rid of that, I always say, get rid of that payroll tax, we wouldn't be here today. Nobody would need a bailout. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1-900-020.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
You know, inequality was falling under President Trump's policies before the pandemic.
That is not true. For God's sakes, Larry, stop it. Just stop it. God. You know, he says stuff like this, and he believes it. He believes it. He doesn't think he's lying to you. What are you, nuts? The top 10% owns more than 70% of the total wealth in China. Let me repeat. The top 10% own more than 70% of the total wealth in China, Europe, and the United States combined. The bottom 50% own less than 2%, and the middle 40% own less than 30%. But let's take the richest 1% of Americans. They currently own a huge 40% of the total household wealth in this country. It's gotten worse. Why? Because in 2008, when they started to do stock buybacks, all the wealth benefited the very, very rich, the 1 percentile, because they had 85% of the wealth of the stock market. Everybody else was working for wages, and their wages weren't going up. They thought they were living a better lifestyle because they were part of a credit bubble called the fake wealth effect. Give them credit. Give them credit. Keep giving them credit. Tell them they can buy a car for 7 years, 8 years, whatever they need. Give them credit. Keep giving them credit cards, 5 of them, 10 of them, 15, whatever they want. They'll think they're wealthy. In the meantime, we're going to go out and we're going to take all this money that the Federal Reserve is going to give to us, and we're going to take stocks and just keep buying them until the debt is so huge, we're going to let the debt, like in 2008, remember, it was the debt that caused the 2008 crash. It's the debt that has caused the 2020 crash, and the same thing. They say, the big rich, they say, look, let it crash, and then we'll start another bubble because we're going to get bailed out again. We got bailed out with the dot-coms. We got bailed out with the housing and financial con. Now the QE con, we're getting bailed out. They'll keep bailing us out. And they'll take parking space, and everyone says, oh, my God, if we don't bail these big companies out, we're going to go into a depression, which is a total lie, just like the banks. So if we don't bail out the banks, oh, my God, banking is over forever. We're going to start using beads and stones to trade with each other. This is a bunch of nonsense. And here's the nonsense. This thing is going to be $6 trillion. Okay? Now, there's about $500 billion going to the small businesses, about $350 billion going, I think, yeah, $350 or $500 billion going to the folks. But you know that most of this money is all going to be going to bailouts of the large companies. This is what's crazy, and most people don't understand that. I mean, what this does, this plague, this virus is masking another massive 2008 bailout. Exactly what happened in 2008. Remember, they printed all this money in 2008. And how they mask it will be used for humanitarian reasons in 2008. Right? Claim he was going to set aside $250 billion for HARP and HAMP and HOPE programs so people, their homes, they won't go into bankruptcy. They never did that. They set the programs up, but very few people get through them. Where did all that money go? Went to Christmas bonuses for the banks. So just like now, $500 billion, right? They're going to direct checks to families across the country. People are getting that now, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. That's terrific. I'm glad. But remember, you're not getting that for free. Your kids, your grandkids are going to be paying for that. You're going to be paying for it too. They're going to send $150 billion to the hospitals. All the other money is going to go right back to bailing out the terrible companies. Now, why do they do that? Why do they do that? Why do they bail out the failures? Because the very wealthy who control the Federal Reserve, who controls the money and controls the interest rates, that's where their money is. That's where their stock is. So it's much easier for them to bail out the companies they have stock ownership with, because it's not their money that's bailing it out. It's you and my money. It's our money. So it's much easier. So the very, very wealthy who, these companies that they're going to bail out, they have large amount of stock in that company. So it's easier for them to bail it out, to push those stocks up, than to take that money, what they should do, and invest it in small startup businesses. But that's going to take too long. Think about it. Small startup businesses is the backbone of our country. The middle class is the backbone of our country. They don't care. This is where it should go. It should go into small businesses. That's where we get 72% of our jobs. We get high-paying jobs from small businesses, not from Netflix and Caterpillar and Johnson & Johnson. That's not where we get our jobs from. The small businesses in your community, that's where we get the jobs from. That's where the money should be going. Don't bail out the banks. In 2008, we said, why are you bailing out the banks, Bush? Well, his family was involved in the banking. That's why. And they're involved with Blackstone, which has a lot of interest in banks. It's all politically infected. That's the problem. So now what they're going to do is the same thing they did in 2008. But you know what? This is good for us, for the gang, because here's what we've been doing. We've been doing terrific with our gold. And how many times they say, join the gang. It's free. It's free. It's free for 10 days. Get my membership and you get my color-coded chart. And for 10 days at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we post our portfolio. We tell you exactly what to do on a video. How can you miss? It's a video, for God's sakes. How many videos have you followed? I know I followed videos, home improvement videos, exercise videos. Everybody does that. But you follow the instructions right to the T. But for some reason, you put out how to buy gold, or I put up a gold stock, tell them how to buy it, when to sell, when to run like hell, and better, when to short, when it goes down, how to short it, make money. But they go off on their own. because they start listening to the fake business news networks. They listen to Varney, who he just admitted the other day. Varney lost 56%. Here, listen, he's a genius. He's getting paid $2.5 million a year to be your advisor.
Yes, and I'm the guy who bought Boeing stock at around $330 a share, and I promptly lost my shirt.
He lost 56%, which means he needs over 100% to get back even. We got in, what was it, 2 days? 2 days earlier, I think it was, and we shorted it. And we picked up 55%, I think it was, shorting it, because our color-coded chart showed us the institutions were pulling their money out. Matter of fact, it's interesting. We just added another, we've been working on this for a long time. We just added another color to our color-coded chart. Right now, it used to be just red and green. Green you buy, red you sell. Then what we did is we even added now yellow. What does that mean? Well, if a stock, if you're going to get into a stock, okay, and the stock starts going down, instead of switching from green to red, it gives an earlier warning, because it will go from green now to yellow and then to red. Remember, when institutions pull their money out of a stock, they don't pull it out all at once. They can't do that. The stock would collapse and everybody would sell it. So they pull it out a little bit at a time. And then while they're pulling it out, you got the fake business news networks pumping that stock up, called painting the tape. They always paint the tape. So anytime a big corporation, I don't care if it's GM, I don't care if it's Ford, I don't care if it's Caterpillar, if their stock is going to go down, they let the people know on the fake business news networks, hey, we need you to push this stock. And then people come on their shows to push the stock. So they hold the stock up just to make sure it doesn't crash immediately, so they can get all their big clients out. Then when their clients are out, they don't hold the stock up anymore and it collapses. This is what they do. So at least now we put in a yellow color so that when it just doesn't go green to red, it'll go green to yellow. So like, slow down. Let's start taking some of that green money earlier. Then it turns red. So look, our gold is up right now. And how many times you hear me, please, follow us with gold. Join the gang. It's free. Just go to philsgang.com. It says Working Investor Group. Just get started. Sign up for Working Investor Group. You get the chart free. You get the color-coded chart free and the membership. And after 10 days, when we advise you 10 days, don't do anything. Don't do anything. Just do it on paper. Just do it on paper. Don't even use your own money. At the end of 10 days, I don't have to sell you anything. You will have sold yourself to become a member. And you're going to say, God, I wish I did this earlier on. Especially for people who say, I just don't want to do anything. I'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
We're going to be in a brief temporary contraction.
The New York Fed Manufacturing Index, the estimate was for a negative 35. We got negative 78.2.
Wow. That's why, again, I always tell my students, look, first we got to make sure we're in the stocks that are going to do very, very well in this kind of an environment. And we find those stocks. For example, our gold is doing terrific. I got them in some terrific healthcare stocks. They're doing good. I got them into some utilities. They're doing good. I got them into, as I say, Duke. One of the stocks we got them into. We got them into some great Starbucks. I always tell them, don't fall for these. Everybody tells you go buy the consumer stocks, like Pepsi and Clorox and Coke. Don't go for those. Don't go for those. Okay, go for the other consumer stocks, like your Ford. You watch. Ford will come back huge. But right now we bought Starbucks. Okay, we're just watching Ford. We haven't bought it yet. Just like we're watching the oils. I'll tell you what else is going to come back huge besides gold is going to be Halliburton and MRO, which is a refiner. These are all the oil related. They're going to come back huge. They've been beaten down. But right now, I told my students today, if anybody doesn't know what they're doing, and they're going to all get crappy advice from the fake business news networks, their 401ks are screwed because you're not allowed to short anything. You can't make money on the way down. You just got to sit there and get pounded to death. And your advisors, unless you have a minimum of $2 million, they don't do any research, nothing for you, so you're screwed there. What you should do is just go and buy a gold mining stock or buy gold stock. GLD is a symbol. Or go buy the miners, the juniors, like GDXJ. or go buy, as I say, go buy a good utility stock. Symbol SO is a real good Southern company. That's a good one. Duke is good. Anyways, but the problem is you still got the problem. Nobody's going to tell you when to get out. Anybody can buy a stock. And let me tell you something. This market is not done going down. You go back to every crash, we have the same thing happen. You get a big drop, and then from the point where it dropped, they do everything to try to push it right back up to the point it dropped from and try to break through. That's called testing the top. They all want to test the top. The test is not at the bottom. Everybody keeps saying, you think we're going to go down through the bottom? We're not going to go down through the bottom right now. That's not how it works. They do everything they can to push the stock back up to the point it started a failure. And when they can't make that, that's the beautiful part. When they can't make the high and they fail to get there, then that's when you get to capitulation. Everybody throws in the towel and you have the biggest crash. And that's what's going to happen with this. It's going to happen. But in the meantime, we're buying stocks. They're going to benefit from all this garbage they're doing. All these companies they're bailing out. We're right back to 2008 again. The only problem this time is going to be different because we have more than doubled our debt since 2008. And they're going to print more money and bail everybody out again. And our interest rates are almost at zero. Our interest rates weren't at zero in 2008. The only people who are benefiting are the very wealthy in the stock market. They're the only ones who are going to benefit right now on specific stocks. And for people who say, I don't want to come to class and learn all that. I don't have time. I'm busy. I just want somebody to tell me, when do I get in this stock? Well, more importantly, when do I add to it or when do I get out of it? Well, that's what we do here with a video. We have Phil's 5 stocks. We have a portfolio of 30. It's called our member portfolio. But then there's called Phil's 5 stocks. We encourage people who say, I don't want to do anything. I do have time to come to class. I've had people stop me in the street and say, Phil, I'd love to join your game. I just don't want to go to class. I don't go through all that. And that's how I developed this program. After a while, it knocked me in the head. I said, a lot of people don't want to do anything. They listen to the radio show, but the reason they're not signing up is because they don't want to go to class. They don't have time. They don't want to deal with it. So I said, okay, I'm going to set up a program. My team, we get together at 2 o'clock because most of the action in the market's over by then. We know what the trends are. And then we'll take first the 5 stocks, just stay with 5 brand stocks that are in everybody's portfolio, every hedge fund, every 401k, every mutual fund, the 5 stocks that everybody has. Everybody has. And then what we're going to do every day is we're going to track those. And then every day at 2 o'clock, we're going to take those 5, called Phil's 5 picks, and we'll put them up by video. So you finish eating, takes you 2 minutes. And just say you decided you want to buy Goldman Sachs. That's one of the 5. Just do exactly what it says. Now, when the stock is going to go down, you're going to make money on the way down. First time in your life. So how long do you have to look at this video? A minute? Not even that. It just tells you what to do. You'll say, Goldman Sachs, buy. And then the next day, you'll say, okay, when it reaches this point here, add some shares. When it doesn't reach that point, you'll say, why don't you take some of the shares off we already put on? The stock is going to turn now. It's going to start going down. So let's take our profits. We'll position ourselves so when it goes down, we'll start making money. And then we'll say, okay, let's wait. It's at $26. Let it break through $25.80. At that point, we'll start making money as it goes down. We'll call it shorting. It takes about a minute, not even that, on a video. So for 10 days, it's free. That's a beautiful thing. For 10 days, it's free. You get your chart, and you see, and you follow when we tell you the instructions on the stock you pick, you can see how we came up with the instructions. They're matched to the color-coded chart. At the end of the 10 days, you can make a decision. You can either become more active, come to classes, and then build your own portfolios. Or you can just say, no, all I want is at night I'm going to go home, or during my office hours, I'm going to pick, posted at 2 o'clock, I'll take one of my stocks, and I'm going to follow exactly what Phil says to do and what Steve says to do. And if you do that, remember, I can't guarantee you anything. I always hate when I hear people do this, and I hate doing it myself. When I say, like right now, gold, GLD, we're up 20%. GDX, the mining stock, we're up 18%. Okay, when we were shorting, right? Now we turned around, and now we're up 10% with GLD because we're going long. First we shorted it, we're up 20%. Now we're going long, we're up 10%. GDX, we shorted it 18%, got an 18% gain. GDX, now we turned around and we're long. Now we got 12%. Netflix, we're up over 12%. Microsoft, we're up over 10%. See, anybody can get in a stock. Like right now, everybody's trying to move the stock market up. But the key is to get out. So you don't have to worry about that anymore. Just follow the instructions. It's that simple. It works. And all I ask, if you finally join the gang, you say after 10 days, I want to join the gang, fine. And all we ask is, look, we've kept our price at $39.95 for, God, more than 20 years. We never raised our price once. Never raised our price. $39.95. Never raised that price because we want to leave enough room so that you donate to St. Jude. And our members donate directly. We don't get the money. We don't know how much you donated. It doesn't matter. You send it directly. All right? Okay, so let's finish up what's going on here. Here's the bottom line. Yes, it's wonderful that people are going to get help. But like I said during the rest of the show, you're going to pay for the $500 billion. You're getting your checks today. You're going to pay for those. You're going to be paying higher insurance for your car. You're going to be paying higher health care. Your school loans are going to go up. So if you get a check that he's sending out to you and it's a $500 check or $5,000 or $2,000, you're going to pay for that. It's not free. But most of the money, they're going to go right back like they did 2008, bailing out companies. So that means the economy is going to get worse, not better. And they're going to start propping the stock market up. So we're going to be in those stocks that are going to work. They're going to go up while they're propping it up. And then when the market crashes, we'll be in those stocks that are going to go down. 10 days free. And you'll see it works. I'll give you 10 days to judge me on performance. Not what I'm saying here in the radio. Okay, on performance. 10 days to judge me and my team. Okay, so go to where it says sign up now, working investor, and get your free 10-day trial. All right, see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.